there are some skincare products and some brands that I'm kind of done with. There's nothing more for me there. There's just nothing left, and it's time honestly to move forward, and it's also time to talk about it. Empties, y'all. Oh my gosh, I couldn't help it. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to go over some beauty empties with you. As you know, as a professional makeup artist and as a beauty content creator, we have sort of a revolving door of product that comes through, and one of my main goals for the past 2 or 3 years was to really get consistent with my beauty routines, because you know what, I only have one skin and I have to take care of it, and using all the things, as much as it's exciting, is just not the best for my sensitive, acne prone skin. So I have been very diligent and very consistent in knowing what products I like, knowing what's going to work for me, and I've used up quite a bit. Honestly, they're just all in here. I don't categorize my empties like this is this month and this is the other month. When it's empty, I toss it in this basket, and then when I open my bathroom cupboard and they start falling back out at me, then I know it's time. Let's get into it. We can start off with the skincare category first. All right, so first up is the BioEffect EGF Serum. This is the saddest empty I've ever had in my life. I don't know what is in this teeny tiny, expensive bottle of serum. Oh my gosh, is it good? This is not a, you know what? It is, you need it. You need it. I was trying to be diplomatic about it, but quite frankly, if you are above the age of 28, I'm taking in the world's environmental factors right now, so I'm pushing it a little bit to 28. So if you are above the age of 28 and you want to focus on well aging for your skin and fighting pollution and all of the things that's going out there, the stress, the screens that we're at every day, all of the things, just get it. Just get it, because although it's pricey, you are going to end up buying like 3 other things that is not going to give what this gave, and you could have just put the lump sum here. You know, you got to think of, the fashion girlies call it cost per wear. I call it cost per results. Absolutely saw results with this. I tend to have a lot of like fine line and texture, and that is just from sun damage growing up in the Caribbean, and then obviously Asian line, and I do have literally large pores, and this just, I felt like my skin looked like day 14 after a chemical peel when I was using this serum. I don't know how, but it is. I feel like I need to take a Q-tip to get these droplets out of it. We have the Naturium Alpha Arbutin Serum 2%. This is so good. This is fantastic. I want to say this is my 4th bottle of this. The way I really like to use this, if you have a red light LED therapy mask, any type, put this first. Let it dry down, and then put your red light over it, and then thank me later and name your first child after me. It's gonna be great. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. It's gonna be fantastic. Alpha Arbutin is a tyrosinase inhibitor, which means that it is going to help prevent dark spots and hyperpigmentation from forming, and it would also help to lighten ones that you already have that are existing. This is pretty affordable. You can find it at Target, at quite a few drugstores, of course online at Naturium, and it is 100% worth it. I feel like almost overall as a brand, what I've tried from them, I've been happy with. Even if I'm not like 100% happy, I'm like, 80% happy. So still overall really good, worth it. Next is the Biologique Recherche. The Viral Lotion P50. This is the Pigum 400 formula, which is specifically focused on brightening and dark spots. I have had this, this is my second bottle of this actually. A little bit left in here, but it unfortunately has expired. I started off using this because it was deemed the safest formula to use during pregnancy and breastfeeding. I now have the Lotion P50 version, just Lotion P50. I'm chomping at the bit for the 1970 version, but every esthetician that I've spoken to, they're like, no girl, calm down. This is what you need. So I did like this. I didn't find much brightening in terms of using it for dark spots unless I used it with something else. So for example, the Naturium Alpha Arbutin, some other type of brightening product, maybe a vitamin C serum. That's when this really showed its true power. So if you have this and you're feeling a little lackluster about the results, I learned that for brightening, you really do need to pair this with something. Overall though, Lotion P50 formulas are pH balancing to the skin, so they will help with texture and congestion. All of them will in general. It's just more focused towards brightening, and it did help me with congestion and texture, which is, as I said, because I have pretty large pores, which I can't do anything about, so they're just always open to everything to fall into it. Rain down on me. Next is the Dermatology. This is the broad spectrum SPF 45 sunscreen. This is a hybrid sunscreen, and this is my holy grail, go-to ride or die sunscreen. This is about my 8th empty bottle. When I order them, I order 4 at a time, and I've already got my new replacement. It's in my cabinet, ready to go. Woo. So as I mentioned, this is the hybrid sunscreen, which means that it is both a chemical and mineral formulation. It has zinc oxide, which I love for my acne-prone skin. Zinc helps to heal acne, and it has 1 chemical UV filter, oxytonate. I am sensitive to chemical sunscreens. However, a hybrid sunscreen works well for me, and I think having the zinc in that helps to keep it from irritating my skin throughout the day, especially on reapplication. Absolutely love this. It's one of my favorites. Next up is the Paula's Choice Defense Hydrating Gel to Cream Cleanser. Here's the thing. I'm gonna let you guys know, because I am now getting back into YouTube, okay? So this is now a requirement of you to be here. You have to buy this. If you follow me, if you see any of my content, if you are scrolling to look for someone else and I just happen to be there and you just see me kind of just go, and I just slide on by, it doesn't matter. That means that you still need to get this. This is the best cleanser I have ever used in my life. I have been singing its praises ever since I was introduced to it by the brand. I have had the pleasure of working with Paula's Choice quite frequently. They are sick of me and this. I'm trying to get them to rename it to the Sag Cleanser. This is about my 45th empty bottle. My husband, ladies, get rid of his 2, 3, 5, 8, 42 in 1 stuff. Just get this for him and just replace it. He's going to love it, because I swear to you, there is no one, no one on this planet more picky, but also more nonchalant at the same time. But he loves this. We keep 1 at my bathroom sink. There is 1 in the shower, and there is also 1 at his sink. So at any given time, we have 3 of these in rotation, and sometimes he finishes his before me, and then we got to tussle because he goes and he takes mine, and it's a big fight. It's gentle, it is non-stripping, nourishes the skin barrier. I was shooting some content with this, and I had to wash my face constantly to get the shot. Constantly. It was take after take after take after take. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm probably destroying my skin right now. By the time I was done, I had to go look after my babies, and I realized my skin wasn't dry. All my face was washed. There was no serum, nothing was applied. I didn't have time to go and just kind of put some stuff on. I had to go right away to the babies after I was done shooting. My skin was fine. My skin was fine. And I know that you guys know when you wash your face, it usually feels like, oh man, I gotta get something on it. I didn't need anything. My skin just felt normal. It's amazing. If you are doing skin cycling, tretinoin, you need to have this cleanser in your routine. If you have oily, acne-prone skin, you need to have this cleanser in your routine. It is simply going to wash your face, take care of your skin barrier, and then allow you to get in with your serums and your stuff to get all the results. It's just, I mean, tell me how you really feel about my cleanse. Next up, I don't know why she looks like this, but this is my Tatcha Camellia Cleansing Oil. You guys love Tatcha. They have never let me down in terms of products, and I keep coming back to this cleansing oil. I keep it in rotation. It doesn't break me out. It doesn't trigger my fungal acne. I love the texture. I love the smell. I love that it emulsifies, like it turns into milk and it washes away. This is the jumbo version. Again, worth it. Doesn't sting my eyes. When I'm washing my face, I find that it removes my mascara. I do not wear waterproof mascara though, I will say, but regular makeup, and I have used it to remove long wear cream eyeshadows and it removes fine. So the waterproof mascara is the only thing I'm not sure about, but my regular mascara, perfectly fine. All right, and we have the Allies of Skin Promise Keeper Blemish Sleeping Facial. A friend of mine on Instagram posted about this, I feel like at 1 in the morning, and some random night, she was like, oh my gosh, I'm out of this, I'm gonna die. And I was like, oh really? Bet. And I was probably breastfeeding some babies, so I was like, okay. So I ordered it right away. This is another pricey one. I ordered it right away, and when it came, it was a very stressful time for me and my family. We were in the middle of moving. I was breaking out everywhere. My husband was breaking out everywhere. Our usual stuff just wasn't working, and it shipped super fast. So it came and I put it on me, and I called him over and I said, hey, let me try this on you. And I put it on him. And we woke up in the morning and the breakouts were gone. Don't like saying things like that because skincare is not immediate, right? There's certain things that you get instant effects that you would use for a special occasion because you know right away your skin is going to be boom, on point. But for things like treating breakouts, we all know that's a process. It takes time. You need patience. Listen, I don't know, but the promise was kept. This is not even my empty. This is not even my empty. This is his. This is my husband's empty. Instantly tell him how much it cost. He was like, what? He uses this as his moisturizer, and I just keep him replenished. They do actually have really great sales. There's always a way to save money, guys. There is always a way to save money, and I'm going to encourage you to do that, but I also am going to encourage you to just invest in what you know is going to work. So because I know that this works for him, I keep it on rotation, I keep it in stock for him. He already has his replacement, and he has been using this for, I want to say, the past 3 years. 3-ish, 4-ish. All right, next is Jordan Samuel's Skin. This is the Performance Cream. Now, if you don't know, Jordan Samuel's Skin does no wrong. He is the king of the skin barrier. He is tired of us over exfoliating. His entire line is just simply gentle, nourishing, hydrating. It does what it says it's going to do, and it works well for all skin types. There are different moisturizers that you can look at if you're more dry. I am obviously more oily, and this is fantastic. And also if you are fungal acne prone, this is a fantastic moisturizer to have that you can use, and it will not trigger your fungal acne. I also like using this when I am using tretinoin, because again, it's just hydrating, it's gentle, it's not a treatment moisturizer, so I'm not going to over exfoliate or damage my barrier by accidentally using something along with the tretinoin. And it prevents sensitivity, it prevents, you know, the redness, the flaking, and all that stuff. All around a beautiful, beautiful moisturizer. Guys, I just don't waste my time with a product. If I don't like it, I'm not gonna empty it. I'm not. Newsflash, I hate nothing here. Just let you know, I know there, and I've seen people say that, and I fully respect that. They're like, listen, I don't like it, but I want to finish it. Life is too short. Life is too short. I work really hard. I am a mom of 2 amazing girls, and I am going to take care of myself. I am going to enjoy it. I just wanted to say that because I just don't want you guys to be like, wait, does she love everything? Yeah. Next, we have the Jergens Sol Sunless Tanning Serum. I took a little dibble-dabble last year, a little dibble-dabble, if you will, into sunless tanning because I'm tired of being pasty. I miss my natural complexion, my little island girl complexion, but the facial treatments that I'm doing, the sunscreen that I'm wearing, and my lifestyle, I'm not really out in the sun as much as I'd like to be, or even as I need to be, because the vitamin D prescription is really real. Okay, so I add a few drops of this to my moisturizer. I really liked this with the Jordan Samuel Skin Moisturizer, by the way. And I also put it in my body lotion. So I was putting it all over my body, and it works really fast. And I noticed that I didn't have any like gathering of the pigment on the wrist or the knees, because I didn't know what I was doing. So I was just like, okay, let me just put it on. So just putting it on, putting it all over, you know, because I need a uniformed look. And then I was like, I probably should look into how to use this properly. And all the tutorials said, you know, avoid wrist because it can thing. And I was like, oh no. But it actually worked out perfectly fine. So I was like, okay, well, if it's not broke. So I did repurchase this. I want to use it again this summer. I'm going to focus it on my body only. I have something different that I'm testing on for the face right now, but I already know that I'm going to get great results from this on my body, so that I have a little glow happening without the sun damage. All right, next is the Chantecaille Detox Clay Mask. It has been a while since I have actually emptied a face mask, and I just want to show you the inside. The only reason this is still in there is because it dried. I am impressed by this, and I'm impressed by quite a few of the Chantecaille masks, but this is the first one that I have finished. I use this when I am very congested, and also when I am dehydrated. It has in rosemary and honey, and even though it's a clay mask, it's not, and it has charcoal in it, it is not drying at all. So what happens is it's hydrating the skin, and it's also hydrating the congestion, which is key, because a lot of times when that gets dry, and that's why you end up being so congested anyway, because you're so dry, it just gets hard and stuck deep in there. So when it gets hydrated, it's easier for it to slide out, like doing your oil cleansing, using your toner, using your face cloth, stuff like that. That's when things just sort of slide out easily. So this really, really, really helps that happen. What I do is I will wash my face, I'll put this on, and I will go take a shower, and I'm a boil in the shower or nothing kind of girly. I'm sorry, we all have flaws. I'm only human. So I just let the steam from that just do its thing. and then I lower the temperature and I wash it off in the shower just because it gets really messy. Go ahead in with the rest of my routine. I already have it restocked. Next is Clinical Copper Firming Mist. This is new to me. I recently got micro needling done, and this was a part of the aftercare kit. And there was also a balm included, and everyone was like, oh, you're gonna love the balm, keep the balm close to you. And I was like, okay, I love a mist. Okay, I love a mist. This is good. Its skin looked firmer, it looks tighter, and it looked radiant, but not like in a glowing product, in like a skin health way. My skin looked alive and it just looked plump. And I was wondering if it was only because of the microneedling, because some of that is definitely from the microneedling. But obviously I am on my second bottle of this. I continue to see that type of firming and that type of just radiance that can only come from just healthy, happy skin. So if you're into face mist, I definitely recommend adding this into your routine. Now I have the Allies of Skin. This is the Molecular Silk Amino Hydrating Cleanser. I ordered this during one of my husband's orders for his Promise Keeper. It just did not outperform my, and price-wise, this is more affordable and is giving all it needs to give, but it is still a really great cleanser. It is. It has silk amino acids, moringa oil, safflower oil, green and white tea complex, and it is pH balance at 5.5, so it is not going to strip your skin. It is going to maintain and take care of your skin barrier. It also removes makeup. I did not find that it removed my makeup well for me, and I also think because of this and the price on it, it's definitely worth just doing your oil cleanser, your first cleanse, and then using this as your water base. I would not use this as a makeup remover. I would just use it as a cleanser to make sure that you're getting all of the benefit that come with these skincare ingredients. All right, now we have the Paula's Choice Water Infusing Electrolyte Moisturizer. This is about my third of this little guy here. I do have a replacement already. This is another moisturizer that I love. I actually use this to cut my tretinoin when I first got my prescription, and I did the 50-50 mix and then gradually reduced the amount of moisturizer. This was the moisturizer that I used to do it, and it's beautiful. It really kept my skin nourished and healthy during the process. I honestly didn't have any traumatic experience going into using tretinoin for the first time, and I honestly believe that it's because of this. It has potassium and magnesium, it has electrolytes, and it does have, it says it's a whipped texture. I have described this texture before on some of my content as a hybrid moisturizing texture. It's not a cream, but it's also not a gel. It's a little bit more, which is always fantastic, especially if you have oily dehydrated skin, because you need just a little bit more than a true gel moisturizer. But again, like a regular heavy moisturizer might be too much and may cause you breakouts. So the texture of this is really, really, really great for skin types like that. Free, and again, this also did not trigger my fungal acne. If you also have that little situation happening in your life too, I feel for you. All right, so we are on to body care. I have the Naturium, the Perfector Salicylic Acid Body Wash. So I liked this body wash, and this bottle was gifted to me, and then I actually purchased a replacement from it, and that's currently in my bathroom a lot. I had just started working out, and I do have body acne normally, so once I started working out, I was like, is is no joke, because if I get one breakout from working out, that's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's over. Exercise, who? I tried, but I am not going down Bacne Town again. I would just have to sacrifice the abs, you know. But it is the gel cleanser. I think I am needing more foam to it, because it almost feels on my body like a first cleanse, but it's not washing away enough, so then I need a second cleanse to go with it. So just keep that in mind. It may not be the same for you, but that's kind of how I'm feeling on this. So I do like it. It is great. But I think once I finish that second bottle, I am going to try something different. All right. Next is the And Other Stories Comme les Garden. You can see she is empty. So I don't use body scrubs often, but this was interesting, and I kept using it going, oh, this is interesting. So this to me goes on like a scrub, but it turns into a body wash. So you actually could wash yourself with this. It gets soapy, gets foamy, gets soapy. The sugar melts really well, so you get like a really good scrub, and then it just turns into cleaning. And I was like, oh, okay, that's new. That's new. Next is the La Roche Posay Lipikar Wash AP Plus. This is a gentle foaming moisturizing wash. So I ended up using this body wash on my girls. I had it in my beauty cabinet, and they have a pretty strict skincare routine ever since they were little babies. They are using the same skincare line. They do have sensitive skin, and I find whenever we try something else, they get a little itchy, just random things popping up out of nowhere. And then at one point we could not find their regular body wash. It just was not in stock anywhere, and we were going up the wall. There wasn't any more water that we could pour into the bottle at that point. It was just like, okay, it's done. We stretched it for as long as we could. So I went into my cabinet and I was like, you know what? You know who's not going to let me down? It's gonna be La Roche Posay. And they didn't. So we used this entirely on the girls. They loved using it because they felt like it was one of mommy's products. So double score for that. And their skin was fine. It did not irritate their skin. And I think I have another bottle of this. I was saving it, and we did get to stock up on their body wash. So I think I am going to try it for myself. Next is the Pixie Glycolic Body Peel. So this isn't fully empty, but scent changed, so I feel like it went off in some way. I don't know if it was because the showers are too hot and it sits in the shower. I don't know. I will not be held accountable for it. And it's a resurfacing concentrate. It is a scrub, obviously, you know, for your body. And I was using this on my back after working out. It worked pretty well. It did work pretty well. It's great. The only reason it's here and it's not empty is, like I said, because it expired on me. But if it didn't, I would continue using it until completely empty, and probably to the point where I would cut this, because I was pleased with the results. Because a lot of what happens, especially with acne, is the sebum and the oils on the skin, and mine in particular, is much thicker than it is on the face. So it needs a little bit more to like cut through. I don't know if you ever, when you're washing your back, if you just feel your back underwater and then clean it and then you feel the difference. Like it's like, oh, it really was kind of oily there. So this was really great at cutting through that. All right, next is the Soap and Glory Heal Genius. I love this thing. I think this is one of the best foot creams that I've tried. And I've tried quite a few because, again, like I said, for my body, I just need something that's gonna work, because I don't have time to be doing all of that because I'm spending all my time up here. But I want you to look good too, but we gotta figure it out. We gotta figure it out. So this, I put this on after every shower. Sometimes I forget, but I put this on a really thick amount, and then I put on some socks. And if I just keep doing it every night, I don't really need to scrub my feet, you know, because it just maintains the hydration. And I have tried many different foot creams, and this is the one. This is absolutely the one. Next is the Mario Badescu Rose Body Soap. It has rose water and rose oil, and you know what? I am not mad at a Mario Badescu body wash. I actually have been an avid user of the AHA body soap, and I was using that for years, and why have I not repurchased it? I think I need to go repurchase that. But this, I think it was great. I used this when I needed a little pick-me-up, especially since it was such a small bottle. I may repurchase if it's available in a bigger size. I don't like small sized body things and hair things. I am like 6 feet tall. It's a lot. I'm gonna need you to last me more than a couple weeks, you know, so so I may repurchase this on having a bigger size, but I think this is great. I think if you would like feel a little luxurious during your shower, have really nice fragrance. Yeah, it smells really nice. It smells like a rose water soap. I didn't notice anything special in terms of helping acne, helping to nourish, or anything like that. It really is just a body soap and you're clean at the end of the shower, which is, well, this is the most I can ask for. And again, like I said, because the fragrance is great, it makes it a nice experience. Now I have from Necessaire, this is the body wash in sandalwood, and I also have the body serum on the body wash. I really do like, I did like the sandalwood scent, so did my husband. I would like to try the eucalyptus next. This was really great. I feel like my skin felt really nice after using it and after stepping out of the shower. And remember I said, like, I'm a boiling shower girly, so a body wash is going to help my skin not feel like it was boiled. That's great. That's great. So I'm going to repurchase this, the eucalyptus, because I want to try that fragrance next. I'm also not anti-fragrance when it comes to body or skincare. Like, it doesn't bother me if it's in there. I actually like having, you've heard me say sensorial so many times already. I do like having it, and there's some products that I like. This, for example, like every time I use it, I'm waiting for the waft of something to hit, and then it doesn't, because this one is a fragrance-free version. So this was really nice. I layer this with a body lotion. This is not enough for me, but it's great, like I said, because I take hot showers. Any little extra nourishing that my skin can get, this has hyaluronic acid, so I do apply it when my skin is damp. I step right out of the shower and then I just put this on, and then I will put on my robe, and then I will go ahead and get my body lotion going. So that way the hyaluronic acid is trapping in the moisture, and then my body lotion is trapping in the hyaluronic acid, and they all just play together beautifully, and I'm left feeling baby soft. So that's it for body care. Next is my only hair care product. This is the Christophe Robin Regenerating Shampoo with Prickly Pear Oil. I really like this shampoo. I am worried about breakouts when it comes to hair product, and this does not cause any breakouts. It cleans my hair and it cleans my scalp, but it doesn't feel like I have used a clarifying shampoo where my hair is like really dry and crunchy after using it. But it doesn't feel like I co-washed. Like, it's a true, it lathers, it suds, but it doesn't dry my hair out, and it really does cut through my products. I do have a oily scalp, and then because I mostly put my hair back into a ponytail, especially when I'm doing content, I tend to use some sort of wax or something to slick my edges and my little flyaways down. So I always have some product build up like towards my roots, and just keep in mind, if you are going to look for this, the brand recently did a whole rebrand on their products and packaging, so it will look different. It's the same thing, same ingredients. I double checked. I cross-reference that, okay? I don't play. So it's gonna be white. It will have orange on it, but it's the same name. So just look for the Christophe Regenerating Shampoo with Prickly Pear Oil. And I went ahead and just ordered the bigger size with a pump. And she currently sits in my shower, and I will be using it this weekend to look at my roots. And we're almost at the end. If you made it this far, thank you for hanging with me. If you haven't already, be sure to hit subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment. That helps me know that you've enjoyed this video so that I can continue making this and others for you. So our last product, which is in the makeup category, is the e.l.f. Brow Lift Putty. So I have been doing a brow gel battle series on my social media, and I basically have been comparing brow waxes and brow gels that have similar consistency, similar structure to them, because I have very curly brows. They are currently laminated right now, but a big thing for me is not just holding brows in place, but it's actually smoothing out the brow hair and still holding it into place. I need you to glue my curl out so that it is just smooth. Not necessarily just to be laminated, but to definitely give some lift. And I have to say, this has been, and I have tried quite a few, and I have continued the series, and the series is ongoing, but still she is winning. There's a little bit in here and it sort of turned into, it dried up, but I'm not mad about it because you can see, oh, there's a brow here. How gross. Did you see that? Oh no. You can see, like, this is the container, so it's empty, apart from, you know, I could have gotten quite a few more uses of it just because you don't use, like, you don't scoop it out. And I do use it with the applicator that it comes with. I've already repurchased this. I repurchased a double to keep in my office in my vanity behind me, and I still have one in the bathroom for my everyday use. I've got it on my brows right now, and I think it's gonna be pretty consistent in my makeup routine. I don't see it going anywhere right now, and it is super affordable. And that's it for our Empties video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're not done with me yet and you want to enjoy some more of my content, you can click on the next one right here. Thanks for watching. Bye!